Hey guys, Dionne here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are building an Italian rustic kind of villa idea. I did want to again go a little bit more different than my normal builds, which tend to be on the more modern side. So I'm very happy the way that this house did turn out. It is very different from what I usually build, but I think I hit the nail pretty much on the head. There was a couple trials and errors while I was building this, just in like the size. I do expand the house, just not a lot, but I do expand it because I realized how small it actually was once I got into it, because I really want it to feel like those big, not like the big family Italian home, but from what I've seen, like from what I have been told by like friends who have that Italian heritage in them, is it's all about family. And like a lot of people know that Italians, I don't I don't want to say a lot of people, but from what I know, Italians are all about family, big dinners and everything. So I did want it to be like a spacious um top floor, and then when I actually got into it, I realized how small it was. So we did go in there, we did expand it, which I'm happy we did, and I think it turns out really, really well. And as for like the trial and error part, I wanted to kind of have like a gardener's dream backyard, I guess. So I just want to try and get all like the seeds and everything from the world into the house by using the show hidden objects sheet. But you can actually get them in the buy catalog. I thought you could, and I swear I've done it before, but I could not find it. So the only thing I really put in there is seed packets, which your Sims can most likely, I'm quite sure, drag into their inventory and then open the seed packets up. But other than that, like it's just basically the planter boxes I do put in. But yeah, no, like I was saying, like I think this house actually, this works pretty good. I did look at, I think like two houses that I searched for images from the internet before I started building this house, and this was like the second house that I saw. It is pretty similar, just like for the facade part of the house. Obviously, like you can't see anything else but the front, but it really does, to me, kind of read that Italian villa look. And I'm not saying that this is what Italian houses look like. This is just my take on it. So, if it offends you, I'm sorry. I don't think it would, because I mean, it has that rustic look. I don't know. To me, it's not a bad thing. But anyway, so just kind of working on the outside of the house. I have been actually putting a lot of more focus into the detail of the outside of the houses that I build more than I used to. And I'm really happy about that, because it just makes the build look 10 times better. Like, it's one thing if the inside's really nice, but if you get the inside and the outside and it just looks like spot on awesome, then yeah, I mean, I personally think it brings your builds up to the next level. But you know what? That's just me. And then, yeah, so this house actually does have a guest room in it. You could use it as the master bedroom, but the downstairs master room that I intended to be a master bedroom does have its own washroom. So that's why I was thinking the top floor one could be the guest suite, because if you do have a big family over, you can invite some friends over, family over, they can stay the night. You don't have to, go sleep on the couch or something. And then I have 3 bedrooms. Yes, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms downstairs. I made them like either for kids or teenagers. I didn't put in like a nursery or a toddler's room, but you could easily even turn the guest room into the toddler's room or one of the teenagers' rooms. Doesn't really matter. And then, like, as for wallpapering in the master bedroom, I was having some issues with it. I couldn't really decide what I wanted to go for. We do put in the paneling from the vampire pack, which I do actually go back and I try and change it during not during, but like while I'm furnishing the room. Like, it just wasn't really working for me, but we do get to work out. And then I do change the wallpaper in this room as well, just because it just didn't, like, at first it was what I thought I would like and go towards. Then in the end it just was not going, it wasn't matching the look that I actually was headed towards. So we did change it, And then, like I said earlier, we do extend the top floor because I just kind of realized I completely ran out of room and we would need more room for sure. But and then yeah, and also for the stairs. So I do put on move objects to get the planters on the stairs, just kind of for that more, I guess, look and feel of the place. And it is usable. I did test this house out because there was a couple of spots that I wasn't sure about. Just because while I was building, it said that it wouldn't be able to work, but I know, especially in The Sims 4, that you can put on move objects to do something completely close to another object and it is still usable. But I want to make sure, so the stairs are still usable. Well, I mean, not that side of the stairs, but they are able to still gain entry through to the home through the front. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really cool idea. I've never actually done that before, but it actually worked out pretty well, and I'm actually really happy with the results of that with the stairs there. And then we do again change this area up just because it wasn't quite working for what I wanted. But again, it worked out in the end, which I'm very happy about. And then just kind of going in, I tried adding some like greenery to the windows, but didn't really like it, so let's kind of exit that idea. Then we're just going to jump into the kitchen, which I actually really like the end result of this kitchen. We do kind of like a pass-through look from what's it called? I can't even think of what it's like, the island counters. Yeah, the counters that are. Yeah, okay, so we have like an island that's like a pass-through window look, but it's a full look because we can actually do like a cutaway wall, which would be really cool. But I think what we need is like half walls from the ceiling, if that makes sense. But like have it so you can have like our different heights, if that makes sense. Like the exact same thing as the like regular half walls, but to actually be able to add them to the ceiling, I think that'd be pretty cool. And then being able to add them like on the top and the bottom without having move objects on, that would I think that would be cool because then you can do like a lot of interesting looks that way. But yeah, so we kind of created the look of it using two pillars, and then we grab in those like the L-shaped decor pieces. It's supposed to be like a statue. Not really sure what it's for, but it worked perfectly in this situation, so we do use them. And yeah, I mean, going with really neutral colors, using a lot of browns, blacks, tan colors, grays. Like I just kind of I want it to feel rustic and like lived in, homey. I didn't want it to feel like sterile or anything, and I do shy away from like all the modern feels. There's nothing really modern in this house. I think the most modern piece of furniture I put in here is probably the sink in the downstairs washroom for the kids. Like, there's not a lot of modern stuff, which I really like. Like, I kept away from it, which I'm happy about because I do use it a lot in a lot of builds. But like, yeah, I guess I don't I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now. But yeah, I was just working in the living room and the dining area, so we are able to seat, if I can think quickly in my mind, we can do 11 sims sitting down like the dining area, so that is including the bar stools, and then we can still seat like 5 more sims in the living area. So if you do want to hold like parties or whatnot, you can fit all these sims in here. We also do have more living areas downstairs outside in the kind of covered patio area, and then as well as 2 more long benches along the pool that we'll be putting in a little bit later. And I actually really liked the those little wine not containers, but like the wine storage refrigerator thing that we got with Dine Out. I think it worked pretty well in this build. We do move one of them into the kitchen just to make space for a computer and desk and all that. But yeah, like it fit in perfectly and it works. And to me, it just gives that Italian vibe. So, you know, I was happy with it. And then just kind of working in the living room. Again, this fireplace is really bugging me, so I do change up the color a bunch of times because I couldn't make up my mind. And then, of course, because, you know, you got your wine cabinet in the house, we gotta get a picture of the wine on the walls. You know, always works. And then, yeah, I was trying to think of, like, other pictures that we could either put, like, on the floors or kind of do an idea of putting them on a shelf type look. I mean, I only really did 2 pictures because nothing else was really working out for me. And then again here I was just kind of messing around with the fireplace because it just wasn't working for me. I wasn't liking it too much, so we do change it up a bunch of times. But I really do like this like shelf unit area that we come up with. I mean, it's nothing too crazy on the shelf. You get a couple of books. I think we throw in like one of those what do we call it? I can't think of what the scent things. I forget what it's called. But yeah, we throw one of those on there. So I mean, it's super basic. Nothing too crazy goes up on there. And just by achieving this look, we do use the Control 9 key to move the objects up in order to get them higher up. And yeah, do I actually do that? I think I do. Yeah. Sorry, I just got kind of confused what I did. And the sad thing is I just built this, so I should, remember it pretty clearly. And yeah, I mean, we didn't have too much things that I really wanted to throw up there, so it was pretty basic. We kind of add things throughout the kitchen, throughout the build, just because I kept finding things in the decor menu that I was like, oh hey, this isn't in there, let's throw that in there. So yeah, that happens quite a bit. And then the living room is, stays true to the theme. We use, the blacks, whites, lots of comfy couches. I want to be very comfortable. Again, nothing is modern in this house, so it's completely away from what my comfort zone usually is, and staying that, again, rustic, kind of nice country farm look house, I guess. And yeah, I think the most modern thing actually is these chairs as well. Like in the living space, we got these with the bowling stuff pack, which is pretty cool. And then what I actually do have coming out next for you guys, I'm not sure if I'm going to release it before this video or after this video, but it will be released around the same time, is a base game starter build, because I know not everyone can afford to have every single pack. So I thought, you know what, let's just do a simple small home that only has the base game stuff so everyone can download it, because most of my builds, actually no, probably all of my builds include something from at least one game pack. So I mean, it can be frustrating if you don't own everything and you can't download the lot in its entirety. So I figured, why not, let's just do a base game starter. And it was actually pretty funny because I built the house after I built this house, and this house took me, I want to say, 3 hours to build. So after I was done building this one, I went straight into the next one, and I literally finished it in like 20 minutes. Like, it's a fully furnished house, but again, it is a starter home, so it doesn't take you that long. But then it is base game only, so that extra second you have to check to make sure you're not using any non-base game stuff. But it felt like it was the fastest build ever because it was base game and because it was a starter home. Just a little bit different from this one. So this price ends at, I think, $131 or something like that, and then the starter home ends at 18 and some change, I think. So it's pretty doable. You still have like a little bit over $1,000 left over. Should be nice. And then we're just in the main bathroom on the top floor. Well, the only bathroom on the top floor here. And again, keeping with the color scheme. And what really bugs me is I like this shower, but it's one of the lower end showers in the Sim game. So I just kind of wish we had the same look, because always having to use well, I don't always have to use, but using the nicest shower and the one that doesn't break, yada yada yada. It's nice to have some variety where you know that your Sims objects aren't gonna break every 30 seconds when you use them. But yeah, this here anyways is the guest room, is what I intended it for. But like I said, again, you could easily use this as a teens room and change the teens room to the kids room, or vice versa, whatever works. But super basic, nothing too crazy, just literally a bed, dressers, and side tables. I didn't want to go too insane with this room, because again, if it wasn't being used all the time, you wouldn't want a lot of clutter. You wouldn't want to have to deal with cleaning, decluttering it if guests was to come. So I just thought, you know what, keep it simple, keep it safe, keep it, neutral color scheme with the, I guess you'd call it, sorry guys, calling it with the like rusty reddish brown color for the wall, and then just kind of toning that red down, I guess, with the red of the comforter. Yeah, because the walls has just a slight more brown to it, so it kind of tones it down a little bit. And then thought, what, if it's the guest room, gotta throw in that picture of the pancakes and bacon, because there's nothing like bacon. Bacon is one of the most delicious things ever. Well, sometimes, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love my bacon, but sometimes you just can't eat too much of it. And then just going down to the master bedroom. So we're just kind of going to the bathroom area first, just because, well, I don't, not because you guys know, but I just find it a little bit easier to furnish it. So keeping it kind of the same color scheme as the upstairs, but just kind of using more whites, kind of freshening up just a little bit. And yeah, I kind of like discovered this mirror here in this build, and it's actually like almost probably gonna be one of my favorite mirrors. I usually go for like those long skinny ones, but yeah, no, I found that one. I thought it was pretty nice. And then yeah, I was just having troubles with this entire room. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what colors I wanted to go for, or pattern, or shades, or material, or whatnot. So we just kind of messed around with it for a minute or two here before I just kind of keep what we have, but change it up in the same sense, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I think it worked pretty well to a fault, I have to say. Because I mean, I like the room, but really, if it was me, I would have changed things up. And I think it was just really like the curtains that was messing me up at this point, because I don't usually do like brown, like stark brown, stark black, stark white color in a room. So it just kind of didn't work for me in a sense. And I think I actually changed the bed. I'm not sure if I changed the bed or if I just changed the color. I think I changed the bed. Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah. So I changed this one. I don't know, it just kind of worked a little bit better for me. And then, okay, yeah, so we do change the wallpaper. So it's a little bit more not so 1980s paneling kind of feel, which I know it's not, but like, it's freshening up with just a coat of paint. It's a pretty monotone room. Like, there's not a lot of color going on except for like literally that one single rose on the bedside table. And then we just throw in a little bit more brightness using white chairs. And then of course we do have the dresser with the white on it, but like there's not a lot of color. It's just kind of huh? So to kind of brighten up, I threw in this rug here, just using that kind of cranberry red color to add a punch of something, not make it so flat feeling to me. And then just kind of putting in a little seating area that we are going to have a TV on the side. And I really like that side table. Like, it's actually one of my favorites just because it is so small. So you are able to well, not get a lot of use out of it, but you're able to put it in tight corners and take up less space, which I think we need more of. We need like more small furniture type things, because a lot of side tables to me are just too big, but it'd be nice to have something in between that size of side table and a normal, like any other size side table that we have. I think that'd be nice. Yeah, we need something in between, because we either have too big or too small. That's just me, preferably. And then here I am just moving the wine rack into the kitchen, and the garbage can does work in that spot that kind of blocks the arch off a little bit. I did test that again as well. And then just throwing in a bookshelf and a desk here on the main level. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. I thought that'd be a little bit important, wasn't too sure. And then just coming into teenager, or yeah, teenager's bedroom number 1. I guess that's the way I'm gonna phrase the sentence. And then yeah, just kind of going with the pink theme. Thought it kind of worked using that kind of gray, dusty, purpley wall color there, and then just kind of using pink to brighten up, but then also tame the color down a little bit. Just by using that kind of light whitish off hue pink color on the side table, dresser, and the mirror. Honestly, I think the mirror could be beige, but I'm not really too sure because the pink in like the dresser and the bed kind of brings out a pink tone. So I'm saying it's a pink color, but I'm not too sure. And then I didn't really know what I want to throw in this corner, so we just do put in one of those kind of room divider change thingies in the walls, because I figured, you know what, if these guys are living in like an Italian villa type look, then they will definitely probably want something that, you know, says home. Nothing too um not unuplook, but like something that fits the theme of the house still, because just kind of was doing this room, it just felt a little bit too out of sorts for me. But then at the same time, my thinking is, it is a kid's room, it is a teenager. They're not going to want the same style as their parents. Like, they're going to want something different. So that's what we went for. We went for something a little bit different. And then the second teenager's room does kind of fit in that theme a little bit more. We do use a more, I guess you can say, rustic looking bed. It's not really rustic, just different. And then this here is just the, I guess you could say, teenager's bathroom. Yeah, I mean, very basic still. Nothing too crazy. Literally all I need, which is a toilet, sink, bathtub, and shower. Didn't go crazy on this one, because I mean, you know, it's the kids. They're gonna get it dirty, they're not gonna clean it, yada yada yada. You know, that's what I kind of figured. Just thrown in some lights because, you know, they probably would like to see, you know what I'm saying? And then we're just going to be jumping into the other teenager's room, which we do again change up a little bit in color scheme, because I was going to go with kind of the light blue color, but none of the beds were really matching what I wanted, so we went with red instead. And what I didn't actually know is that this bed actually gives you, I forget what emotion it is, or like, I think it's a creative or something, but it boosted something, which I did not know about. And I don't think I don't know. I think it might be unlockable. I'm not 100% sure. But if you download this house, obviously you already have it. You don't have to worry about unlocking it in order to use it. And then, yeah, again, I mean, this is a super basic room as well. Nothing too crazy. We just saw in a dresser and then another one of the section clothing hanging things. I don't know why I can't think of the word. But yeah, that's basically that room. Again, nothing too insane. We do change up the wallpaper just because, you know, the blue wasn't really matched anymore. So I can't remember what we did. We change it? Okay, yeah, so we just keep it the same thing but just change the color. Okay, that makes sense. And I just throw in a little bit of sunflowers to give it the homage to the yellow bedspread that we have the option on that bed for. And yeah, just kind of throwing in the cologne, you know, gotta make it a little bit cluttered up, make it feel lived in, nothing too crazy. And then just trying to find the right rug for this room, because I wasn't really liking anything. But we do leave off with just the basic kind of beige color, I guess, to ground the whole thing. And yeah, then we just kind of do a little more seating area on the inside, a hallway area. Just kind of a filler, I guess you can say. We just put in a bookshelf and a couch. But yeah, this would be the outdoor living area. So we do get a bar in and a couple tables with the chess table, because, you know, me. Most of my builds, I always have like skill building objects in it, usually condensed in one like real area, but I did manage to spread it out quite a bit in this house, which I'm pretty happy about. And yeah, I mean, again, like, can't say it too many times, super basic build, but I thought it worked out pretty well. But yeah, I mean, if you guys enjoy this build, you should definitely check out the Asian inspired build that I did. Obviously very different from an Italian villa, but yeah, like I said, it gets me away from the modern look of the houses, which I really enjoy not building right now. Like, not in the bad way. Like, I enjoy building modern, but being able to do something different, like this type of house or the Asian inspired house, which I'll link below, really turned out well, and I was pretty happy about it. And I mean, I threw in a couple, like, I guess you can say modern things here and there, like using that fireplace on the outside of the house. But again, I figured, you know what, it's outside, it's gonna be slim, it's gonna be small, we don't want anything too big, clunky outside. So that's what we did there. I'm just throwing in a little mat there, because of course you don't want the kids dragging the mud in from the outside. And as for like landscaping wise, I actually kept it super simple. We didn't do like any huge garden things, which I usually do in most of my builds. We keep it very nonchalant. So just literally a pool, some gardening, what are they called? Gardening spots? Planters? Yeah, the gardening planters. And I think I put like 10 in total on the lot. But yeah, I mean, it's super simple. There's nothing really going on out front. The main gardening aspect of the house is well, not probably, is the shrubs around the downstairs patio living area, and then the planters that we put on the stairs at the front. And of course, because I want it to kind of be like a gardener's dream, we do put in a little gardening shed. Pretty empty, nothing too crazy, so you can always add in some more pots, whatever, whatnot. And then just to kind of achieve this look, we just use move objects on, but we do use a wall to place the doors, so you know exactly where it is, and then just kind of deleting everything so it didn't snap on and putting it back in. So it doesn't obviously work, like the doors are going to stay that way, but it gives it the illusion that, you know, it's able to open and close. If you don't want to do two doors, you could easily just do the one and like have the other one shut, which could work. And then we just use the coat racks that we got from Spa Day just to kind of achieve that false wall look. So that way, if the doors were to close, it actually looks like the door is connected to something and not just an empty space up above. And of course, the colors don't match perfectly, but we do change it up a little bit, but obviously you're still able to tell if something is there. And for these little objects here on the shelf, this is just using the Show Hidden Objects cheat after putting in the testing cheats, the bb.testing cheats, true or on or whatever works for you, and just going to your debug section on your filter and just kind of looking up, well, not looking up, but like just you'll find it. If you guys look closely, you can find it, and then just getting those in there. And they aren't actually usable. Again, I don't know about the seeds. They could be. I'm not sure. So that's something that you guys could totally check out. Yeah, I mean, I was able to drag it and everything in live mode. So live mode. In live mode? Yeah, in live mode. So that's something that you guys can check out. And then what was weird is I hit a button. I have no idea what I hit, but it made all the fencing go away and only show the restaurant half wall fences, which I thought was really weird. So I did have to exit out and go back in. So that's why I kind of jumped a little bit. But you know what? That's alright. We do skip just kind of things that I was trying to, I guess, come up with, design with. Nothing really worked, so I did jump past a couple things there, but I mean, nothing had changed, so you know, just kind of edited that out. And then just got the pool area. Yeah, and I wanted something very outdoorsy, like very something that was just would fit with the house. So we do continue the stone from the patio area, just in the lighter color, just kind of give it a little bit more dimension. Something that I thought would work out a little bit. And then I mean, nothing else really. We just kind of do little finishing touches, a couple of lights here and there, and then we do put in, well, not much. We just throw in a couple trees in the front yard. We actually do get in a bin, and I put in a mailbox, which I'm very proud of myself because most of the time I don't remember this, and I put it in this build, and I put it in the base starter build, which I'm very proud of myself because I always seem to forget those two objects. So I'm glad they made it in. Of course, it's not the biggest thing. I think you guys always just chuck the bin in, and the mailbox will spawn. Usually 99% of the time it shows up in the very front of the house. So I mean, that's just something you guys will have to do when you put the house in. But yeah, this one I get to remember it, so we don't have to worry about that when putting in. And we are going to be just jumping into screenshots in just a couple seconds here, but we just kind of continue the shrubs all along the house just to kind of give it that finished look. And just kind of moving everything around and make it a little bit more cohesive. Alright, so this is just the front of the house, and now we are into the dining area and computer office space. And this is the kitchen, which I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Living space, guest bedroom, and then we're in, this is the guest powder room. Yeah, this house, guys, is available for download on the gallery. Just you can type in the origin ID name is Dionne YT. Same here as YouTube. Don't forget to check out my other builds. Make sure you guys leave your comments, thoughts, ideas down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you guys don't really want to see. You know, it's completely up to you. And then also don't forget to head and check out the Sims forum, because right now we can actually vote for our next pack, which is pretty cool. But anyways, guys, I'm just going to leave it off here. I hope you all have a great day, and I will speak to you all soon.